He's on the phone. This is that's all he does is scripts. He is on the phone. He takes the red X leads, he take whatever it is, the expired, everything. And he's on the phone. He's not even a year in business. Probably lists 2 houses a month. Not even a year in business.
Wow.
So he comes from a financial background also. He did some commercial real estate in New Jersey. So he does have an idea about the business flow and how the process works. But I see
And you
him
say he's on the phone for like how many hours of prospecting a day? Like
5 hours a day.
5 hours a day.
He's 5 hours a day. He's in the office, 8 a.m. making telephone calls. Yeah, and he's killing it. He's amazing. I'm so impressed by this guy. So I have him, and he's not even a year in business.
Okay.
I have him because I do some lead generation through. I have a caller, So we take the red X leads, all expireds, and I go ahead and hire them to get those leads. So I'm giving those to him. I know he's good at it. He's great at FISBOs and he's great at expireds. So I'll give those leads to him because I just can't go in those listing appointments. There's too much going on. So I have to leverage out. See how he works out. He may go his own route. I see him building a team possibly. So I don't know which route he wants to go, but right now I'm giving an opportunity to take them from me. And I have another agent in the office. He's a young guy. He's 24 years old, but he's so motivated and he's so professional. I'm impressed by him. It doesn't necessarily have to be somebody who's powerhouse listing agent to do that. It's not like I'm not going to take you on board, and you're capable of running your own team. So you kind of have to start from that point. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So where do you get the leads?
Oh yeah, let's get back to leads. So the conversion. So we went back to So let's go back to that primary stuff. We want to get everything that you're getting. We want to get into that referral database. Okay. You want to make sure that you're mailing every month items of value. Make sure that it's getting out to the clients. It's not always about sales stuff. I mail something usually. Let's see. Summertime is going to be pool safety. There's not much sales stuff on it. Maybe something that's current with going on in the market, like this current spring has come early for us on Long Island. Do you guys experience the same thing? I feel no.
Yeah.
I think yeah. People are just putting houses on the market.
Oh yeah.
Depends on the day of the week. Yeah. All right. My thing
was freezing.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you. I list Queens too, and I've been putting houses on Queens.
Yeah.
So somebody needs to get out there and start on your database right now because you're going to miss the boat. Okay. Spring is here right now.
How do you get out so much mailing without it becoming a mailroom in your office?
I do Prospect Plus. I use
But
Prospect Plus.
That doesn't have a call to action. So what do you
mean?
How do you get that? Prospect Plus, if I'm not mistaken, it's just a postcard saying just listed.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You can tell whatever you want to.
But
Just listen.
how do you get out, say, your farm area? That's what I'm referring to. How do you get something out there regularly? That is getting a message. That's not just simply.
I'll be honest with you. I don't do any. I don't. You're talking about like a square block, like square radius that you want to all the time.
Basically, how do you nurture an area
Mhm.
for, let's say, for example, you drop something every month.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that I want you to continue what you're doing. This is only my opinion.
That's fine.
Okay. When it comes to farming, that's like the antiquated way of doing things, and that's my opinion. Okay. I don't want you to stop what you're doing. That's not what I'm telling you. Okay. So those, to me, the older agents 30 years ago, this is how they got their business entirely only. You know what I'm referring to? Those small antiquated companies, the one that I came from. They are so reliant on their farm area that they can't even think about leaving their company because they work for a dependent company, someone who does all their stuff for them, right? They're not the free agents to do what they want. So to work a farm area is going to take a long time to cultivate those leads. You have to work that the right way. So let's just say you have 500 houses that you mail to, but they're not really. It's just a blanket. You have to work at that. You have to go now door knock and make sure that, hey, listen, did you receive my letter? Did you receive this? go out there. It works, but it takes a long time to cultivate.
So who do you mail to? You were saying you mail out
I circle,
monthly.
okay, so if I take a listing,
Right.
okay? Now, understand, I don't, money is green anywhere for me. I sell Brooklyn, Queens, Nassau, and Suffolk. My thing is, I'll sell a Montauk Lighthouse,
Okay.
okay? I don't hyper-focus on one area. I don't, my office is in Massapequa, I don't just focus on Massapequa. I happen to sell a lot of houses in Massapequa because I live there, you know, so a lot of people know me. But if you look me up, you'll see I sell in Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, North Shore,
So
it
the
doesn't
mail
matter.
out is just depending on where your listing is?
Yeah, I take the listing and I usually do 300 to 500 surrounding, and I send out three postcards. Just listed. If the house sells in a day or 2 or 3 days, you wanna broadcast that. Okay, you wanna
Okay.
broadcast that.
So it's,
I use something else, it's called instant inventory. It's pretty much a letter that and you can look this up, you can get this online, instant inventory. It's by Joe Nigo, okay? Instant inventory. What that allows you to do is you send out this letter. It's best, honestly, handwritten. I know it's a lot of work. It's always better off to write on the front. You put a yellow sticky note on it, you know, when they open it up, so it's more personal. Like I said, it's a lot of work though, or get somebody to do it for you, but write it. You send it out, and it's asking for inventory. It's pretty much saying what you really are looking to do. I have 35 people looking to purchase in this area. You know, go ahead and, you know, let me know if there's somebody looking to sell. That's great. If you could take that in your farm area, sir, and if you send that out and then follow up with a knock, you know, that would be good. But as far as the Prospect Plus stuff, I think you asked me, I do the 3 surrounding, I go surrounding each listing. The listings are all over. You know, it happens to be in Brooklyn, that's it, that's where it goes. It happens to be in, you know, just mail it out.
Any other vendor you recommend?
That's the one I use just because I'm used to it, but there's a lot of good people that are out there. You know, shop around. I'm just used to it. My admin just goes right in, boom, puts the information, and you know, it's
It's
just,
like, you wanna send a postcard now, click yes.
yeah.
I know they are very, yeah.
Yeah. No, but that's not everything either. I mean, your responses to those things sometimes are not that great, but what it does is it brands you and your team also. You know.
Yeah, cause you wanted, I mean, the reason I'm asking is cause you wanna get as much of the inbound as possible so that you're making rain. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. You
So-
want to generate leads.
Aside from Zillow Trillia, which is your digital, and you've got your
Yeah.
postcards, which is your mail,
Yeah.
like, what else do you do that's homegrown,
Yep.
grassroots sort of effort,
Yeah.
without having your place turned into a mailroom?
Right. Well, I started to touch on your Anacore. This is your referral database. You have to get those letters out that I told you. Those are items of value letters. This is part of your
So
33.
you have them enrolled in some sort of CAP, like a client appreciation program, like where you have your people that you're always
Correct.
hitting?
Correct.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go further into this.
Okay.
I'm gonna further into this right now. So that's like the basics to get that mailer out.
Right.
That's the basics. You want to make sure you email it every month.
Right.
Now, understand, it's a 33 touch program, but a lot of those emails are not getting opened up. If you send it out, you'll see your return rate. Your open rate. If you get 20%, that's fantastic. If you get an open rate of 20%, I'm ecstatic. Anybody ever experienced more than that?
Well, I write my own emails, so, I get like 30, 40.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, cause, I went away from it cause I know that it's, you know, cookie cutter stuff.
That's great.
You know, but then again, it takes too much of my time, so,
Yeah.
I'm about to get a copywriter.
Yeah, you're looking to leverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, and you want to do that.
Yeah.
But that's great if you have that open up rate. I'm not as good as